Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the figure skating show when I talk to you about figure skating like it is drama for our mamas. And yes, 2022 Russian test skate brought us drama for our mama. And you guys know I love the drama. Honestly, I think the ISU should adopt this intro system. I am sorry. There are some American divas who are waiting for their posing moments. There are some Canadian divas. There are some French divas. There are some divos who are waiting for the glam, the spectacular, the tacky. Oh, every ISU event should start with this intro. Oh, as only the Russians could do it. We had pose, 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 pose. Oh, there was so much to unpack. And of course, as you guys know, I also have feelings, lots and lots of feelings about what happened at the Russian test skate. But regarding those feelings, regarding the Kamila Valieva situation, I'm going to leave that to the end of this video where I can fully rant to my heart's content. But I'm going to start with what I actually saw in terms of the skating.
With the ice dance, honestly, I was more interested in the skaters who were not at the test skate than the ones who were. For instance, I was really looking forward to the new team of Annabelle Morozov and David Nazari. Guys, I'm shallow. She's gorgeous, he's handsome, and I was looking forward to pretty plus pretty on ice. I was very disappointed that they decided to withdraw at the last minute. I also wanted to see Tiffany Zagorski and Jonathan Guerrero. Tiffany had such a hard time last year. I wanted to see how she was doing, how her recovery was progressing. However, I'm glad the team decided to put Tiffany's health first. If she's not ready to compete yet, there's no reason for them to come to the Russian test skate, especially with there being no international competition for the Russian skaters. And also, my beloved Alexandra Stefanova and Ivan Bukin were not here. However, I completely understand their absence. Ivan just became a father. Alexandra just got engaged with no international competition. It makes no sense for them to be here when they could be doing shows, they could be doing lectures, they could be doing other things that could generate, money for them. After all, diapers are very expensive and a wedding is going to be very expensive. So I guess it makes more sense for them to be teaching class and doing other stuff. The skaters that were here for the ice dance were mostly the B-list ice dancers, the B-list senior ice level dancers, and then the juniors who were transitioning to become seniors. Again, nothing was overtly wrong with any of the ice dancers. They all put really good performances, but again, they weren't doing anything that we're not seeing the other international ice dancers do. So there was nothing wrong, but nothing to write home about either. And then we moved on to the Russian pairs. And as expected, of course, they were above and beyond what we've seen in the international, especially on the Grand Prix and the juniors so far. Honestly, the Russian pair system is almost a dynasty that is led by the grand dame that is Tamira Masvina. All of the Russian pairs are world class in terms of their element. The system for training pair in Russia was built on decade of experience. Their method are tried and true and proven. So it goes without question that they would be so far ahead. Yet even with the pairs, I was still surprised by some of these outings. Like Anastasia Mishina and Alexander Galiemov started off their short program with your basic classic Russian pair program. I was like, okay, we know what we're in here for. This is well within our wheelhouse. We don't have to worry. However, come the long program, my man. Galiemov come out in a one-piece red suit Elvis ensemble, hitting us with a King medley, and all I could think of is I have no word. It's like Masvina told the kids, listen, we have no international competition, so let's throw everything plus this kitchen sink at them and see what happened. Either way, it doesn't matter. It was like she was like, we're just gonna have fun. We don't care. Another team that surprised me for a completely different reason was Yevgenia Teresova and Vladimir Morozov. With this being the start of the season, I was expecting them to be a hot mess. First off, I wasn't even expecting them to compete here. Again, I thought they would be doing shows and making their money. However, they showed up here and made me question reality. I literally think this is the best I've ever seen them in two programs in their entire senior career, if I have to say. The short, perfect. It was a perfect short from them. And even with the slight mistake made by Vladimir and the long program, this was still pretty perfect for them. I guess with the international pressure off of them, the weight is just also lifted up off of them and they can now skate more freely. Whatever it is, I was quite amazed. And of course, the village of coach that it takes to get them there was right there at the board. Team Eteri and Corporation Plus was all right there at the board. In the last pair that I was really interested in is Daria Palvachenko and Denis Kundaken. I have always loved this pair. They have this fearlessness, this attack that makes them stand out. Their short program wasn't clean. However, the ideas in this program are unique. It's interesting. It's hard. It's like wow moments. And I honestly feel like if they can get this program and they could skate it clean, it would really be amazing. All in all, pairs and ice stands were the least dramatic of the events at Russian Testgate. And of course, we all expected it to be that way because pairs, as long as Terasova and Mosov don't completely bomb, pairs tend to be a little, less dramatic than the other events. In ice dance, if you take out the top team, of course, you also take out all the drama. So pairs and ice dance were as to be expected. What about you guys? What did you think about pairs and ice dance at the Russian test skate? Let me know in the comments below.